What's going on, champ? What's
much.
happening, man? All right, so we're going to get this out the way early, right? Let's get this figured out so that everyone knows. The old fans, the new fans, the casual fans, the boxing heads. Is it Earl or Errol?
It's Errol.
Errol. All right, so now everybody knows it's Errol. So don't mess it up.
And it's Spence, too, because a lot of people say Spencer. I don't know why it's not an R at the end of my name, but a lot of people say Errol Spencer.
Yeah.
And it's Errol Spence.
And I'm a stickler about names, right? 'Cause my name's Jesse, so it's Jesse.
Yeah.
And people always want to stick an I in my name, like a female. So I'm like, nah, it's no I. So it's Errol Spence Jr.
Yeah. But I got used to it, you know, going through school and people call me Earl. 'Cause, you know, we're in the South, so
right.
Everybody gonna say Earl, and they spell my name E-A-R-L instead of E-R-R-O-L. So,
all right, we're gonna get it right today. So it's Errol Spence Jr. joining us, man, the IBF Welterweight champion, and we're gonna stick on boxing for 30 seconds, and then we're getting off of it. It's gonna be like a jab. We're getting in and we're getting out, and we're moving our feet and we're getting around this thing. All right, you just had a big fight. You dismantled your opponent. It was a clinic. I watched the fight, and you put on a clinic. And the question that I want to ask you from a boxing standpoint, I remember Mike Tyson saying this. He said when he would come out for a fight, he said he would be so afraid. He said he would be fearful. And he said as he took steps to the ring, he would be more and more scared. He said, but he wanted to lock eyes with the opponent in the ring. And he said he would be so fearful. He'd walk to the ring. He'd be so fearful. He'd be so scared. He'd be so scared. And he said he'd get to the ring and he'd be locked eyes with the guy from the time of the tunnel until he got to the ring. And then he said when he blinked or looked down, he said, I knew I got him. What do you feel when you're leaving the dressing room and you're heading to the ring? Is it anxious? Are you fearful? Are you excited? What are the emotions that you go through when you're headed to the ring?
I'm more mellow. Tyson, that's too intense. Like with me, I'm not, you know, looking at a guy and if he looks away, you know, I'm barely even looking at my opponent. Like my whole thing is, you know, I train hard, you know, put my everything in the training. So when I get to the fight, you know, I'm 100% confident. I don't care if he's staring at me. I don't care if he's looking mean. I don't care if he looks away. You know, I know what I come in there to do. So regardless of how he feels, I know what I'm going to do in there. So, you know, what I'm feeling, I'm feeling kind of mellow. You know, I'm mellow. You know, I know it's gonna happen, so it's not. I'm not nervous because I believe in my abilities. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit of nervousness because you know it's the anticipation, right? But it's not nervousness where I'm scared. Okay. Yeah. All
right. So this is the next boxing question, and we're off boxing.
Okay.
All right, and we're gonna be off it completely.
Cool.
And so, 23-0. 20 knockouts. That's an 87% knockout rate. When you come into a fight, are you coming to a fight saying, man, I'm getting rid of this dude right now? Or are you saying to yourself, I want to go the distance, I'm ready to go the distance? Or you're saying, and I'm getting in here and I'm finishing this dude right now?
With me, I like to psych myself out. Like, even when I got to the fight, I forgot my belt. Because my whole mentality is, you know, I'm coming in as the underdog. You know, I beat that into myself, even do training camp. Like, even the fight, like, I make sure to myself that, you know, I'm ready for 12 rounds. You know, if it goes 12 rounds. I'm ready for 15 rounds, even though it's a 12-round fight. So that's how I psych myself out. I don't think I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to beat him. Because if we go 12 rounds and I don't get the knockout 7, 8 round, you know, I didn't mentally prepare myself to go 12 rounds. So I'm always looking for a 12-round fight, but, you know, my style, you know, is so passive-aggressive that, you know, usually I end up hurting my opponents or I end up, you know, knocking them out. So that's my whole thing. I always go for the 12 rounds. So if I have to go 12, I can go 12, and I'm mentally prepared to go 12.
All right, we're done with boxing. TKO with boxing. We're done with boxing. Now we get to meet and get to know a little bit better Errol Spence Jr. All right? So when you won the championship, I went on my Twitter page and I went to give you a shout out. And my tweet was simply, you know, congratulations to Dallas's own Errol Spence Jr. Right? And immediately I got destroyed. Because everyone was saying, it's not Dallas, it's Desoto. It's not Dallas, it's Desoto. It's not Dallas, it's Desoto. I mean, like, boom, boom, Desoto. I mean, coming at me, taking my head off about this DeSoto thing. But you're actually born in New York City.
Yeah.
Right? So tell me, from the time you were born in New York City, and is it DeSoto? Is it Cedar Hill? Is it Dallas? So kind of walk me through this whole thing of where Errol Spence Jr. comes from.
And I was born in Long Island, New York.
Okay.
We already had family down here, so my mom and dad came to Texas and Dallas because just new opportunity, cheaper living and things like that. So we moved to Dallas, Pleasant Grove. I went to William Anderson.
Oh, we added the Grove in there too.
Yeah, I went to William Anderson Elementary School and Quail Elementary School, and then moved to Cedar Hill. Went to Cedar Hill, went to High Point Elementary, went to West, went to Perimeter, and I went to high school. I went to 9th grade year in Cedar Hill. And then I moved to DeSoto my 10th grade year, and then I've been living there ever since. So, I mean, most of my childhood was in Cedar Hill. Well, you know, I live in DeSoto, so that's where people know me from. So, I mean, I claim the whole Dallas Metro place.
Oh,
so,
you can't.
I mean,
come on, champ. You can't go out like that, champ. Come on, champ.
I love DeSoto. I love Cedar Hill. You know what I'm saying? I love Dallas.
So
I got love for New York too. But I mean.
So when DeSoto and Cedar Hill are playing football, what sideline are you standing on?
I'm on the DeSoto sideline.
So all right, so that's where the heart lies. The heart lies in DeSoto.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna just say we're gonna claim DeSoto.
Yeah.
Let's just say we claim DeSoto. Right. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So if anybody has a question, the champ is claiming DeSoto.
Yeah, do you, man?
Cool. There we go. That right there is dead. And now I will. From this point forward, anytime that I address you for congratulations or anything like that, I will say DeSoto Zone so that
they won't get on you.
They won't get on me. They won't get on me.